I really have made a mess of things.
Incendio!
That was nothing.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all... You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally...
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think that... I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5.
Why did Army tell Madame Scrib?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars.
I suppose I could help, if I...
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my dad. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Accio.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief! I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be... Now, to work out where... Perhaps I should start brushing up on my lack... Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Revelio.
Once my sister sent me a howler simply because I brought one of her scarves to school with me. She never even wears it.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in... Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And, here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't worry. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of... not saying you can't go it alone, but...
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it.
You were? I mean, of course. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Entirely in agreement with what you're saying, but I do see your
Lumos.
That helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered.
Magical plants have so much...
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do...
But those mandrake relishing their new pots only cost me my blood and hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand. Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
I tried to transfigure my parchment into a blanket. Once until now.
I enjoy my weekly
Revelio.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school?
A dash
after
of
the
powdered
incident in
bats
Hogsmeade?
be nothing. Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Revelio.
I've always said
I have a
travel
potion idea that
broadens
I
the
don't
mind.
write down.
He knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow, and others, however, may be harder to obtain. And come and see me when you've finished brewing.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be... I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait.
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for... Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will...
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather, as you'll already be in Sharp's office.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on...
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that...
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get.
I understand.
Keep your potion station. Not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? Wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, pay particular attention in herbology. The plant... Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but...
I'm glad I avoided trouble.
His bark's worse than his bite. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion. Best be off. Next time we talk...
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty. All of my siblings have gone on to work.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Accio! Accio! Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Accio! Revelio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. But whatever the reason, for now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood. Both of you have inspired me.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a danger.
All the more reason they must be. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. In the meantime, remember, I am...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student...
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
How important?
You're going to regret that.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. I'm so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me. Best get moving on my wrist.
You mentioned someone named...
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we was... Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher? Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin.
Well then, I'll let you in on a No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in...
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it. I had just arrived to test my theory when I... You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work?
Are all of the trials like...
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines, and you should feel free to solve them as you come across them. My guess is that each will also require, which you can find in Hogsmeade, should you... I really must be... And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Lumos.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wish. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of...
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure.
Splendid!
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogs. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could...
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch.
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is... We are known for our contribution. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name
What exactly...
It's an astonishing ancient navigation. It's mainly used for studying the stars. Astronomical pursuits. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still...
It sounds...
I understand. But I'd be... I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location. Again, my best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible!
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. Thank you so much for... You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Accio. Leviosa. Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop.
Any whispers going?
You may have noticed we have a bit of a right. Not much to it, but we're still the better of the two Hogsfields.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. I never thought it'd come to this.
They attacked you?
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out, took my cart.
Has Ranrock's lot ever...
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I... Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that... It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Revelio. After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Lumos.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor, he was vague as to details, but mentioned you're having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my...
Of course, Mr. Ollivander.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an...
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Is there anything special?
Oh, yes. It's terribly special. But not in the way... But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders.
Surely you could continue...
Oh, one would think. However, the headmaster does not take... Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh set of eyes.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old one-maker.
Lumos. 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 Revelio. The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls.
Protego!
Revelio. Don't mind me, owls. I'm just here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues? Accio! I recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick. Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws. Nothing. Accio! I'd best keep looking. This'll do nicely. No statues here. I'll take that, thank you. Revelio. Accio. Nothing. I'd best keep looking. Here's a welcome surprise. What's happening?
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. What?
I think I can guess how you died.
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell...
Why would you steal Mr. Oliver?
The family were always going on about how special it was, so I took it. I fully intended to return it once I learned it was only special for sentiment.
How is it possible to steal from Pete?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found... He's got a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottle... I doubt he even noticed they were gone.
If that's the only way for me to get them...
If you don't mind the sight of a... well, my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the page...
Lumos.
Levioso.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.